Hi guys, I'm here in Prospect Park and the weather is holding out, so I thought I would get in one more park yoga video. Um, I'm filming this the day right before Thanksgiving, so I was thinking of just doing something pretty abbreviated, a short flow to just kind of move around in the body. Um, no matter how you're spending the holiday, just slipping a little bit of movement into your day, a little bit of twisting to help digest things. Um, so let's go ahead and dive right in. You can come into a comfortable seated position. Take a moment to just kind of shake things out, roll out the shoulders, wiggle out the jaw, and let your eyes come to a close. Taking a big breath in through the nose and letting it out through the mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. One more time. Big breath in and let it go. And then letting the lips come together as you breathe through the nose, allowing your sit bones to heavy down, allowing your shoulders to soften down the back. Think about leaning just a little bit back into the back of your skull. Letting your breath come all the way into the belly, press all the way out. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel in your body today, how you meet yourself on your mat. And setting in any intention that you might have for your practice today. Take another big breath in and a big breath out. With your inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. You can open your eyes here and just stretch for the sky. We'll take an exhale, turning to your right, coming into a twist. You can drop your hands. We'll stay here for the inhale, lifting up nice and tall, and exhale to twist just a little bit deeper. With an inhale, sweep your hands way up over your head again, and we'll exhale, turning to the other side. Again, inhale, ground down and lift up, and then exhale, draw the belly in to help you twist. With an inhale, reach your hands back up over your head, and exhale, hands coming down through your heart center. From here, walk yourself forwards, coming into your tabletop position. Spreading the fingers, hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Let's take an inhale for cow, lifting the tail, lifting the chest, and exhaling for cat. This is also really good for digestion. Inhaling, open up the front of the body. Exhaling, rounding and opening the back of the body. Let's take one more like that. Inhale, lifting. And exhale to curl it down. Making your way back into a neutral tabletop. We'll inhale, reach the right arm up high. And then exhale, we're going to thread the needle, but don't put the arm down. Just reach your right hand all the way to the left. Inhale to reach it back up. Exhale, slide it under and reach. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhale, this time we'll reach all the way under and come down to the mat, dropping the right ear. You can stretch the left arm forwards. Take a couple of big breaths here into that shoulder blade. Think about sending both of your sit bones back behind you. One more. You can start to walk your left hand under your left shoulder and inhale, reach that right arm all the way back up to the sky, and then exhale to drop your right palm back onto the mat. We'll take an inhale for cow and exhale for cat. Coming back to neutral. We'll take the other side. Inhale to reach your left arm all the way up. Exhale, slide the arm under. Don't put it down, but really reach to the side. Inhale to reach that arm up. Exhale, slide it under. One more time, inhaling up. Exhale, slide it under and land this time on your left shoulder. You can stretch the right arm a little bit in front of you and breathe. One more big breath in and out. Sliding the right palm under the right shoulder, press down. Inhale to reach the left arm all the way back up. Exhale to your tabletop. And again, you can take an inhale here for cow, and exhale here for cat. Coming back to neutral, we'll step the knees a little bit wider and sit the hips back and down, coming into your child's pose. You might enjoy just a little bit of a wiggle here. Hips can go side to side, fingertips stretching forwards. And let those arms stretch out as far as they're going to go. And we'll start to pull our way back up through a tabletop. You can tuck your toes, lift your hips coming into your down dog, and take some pedals through the legs here. Check in with your hands. You're really pressing into the fingertips. With an inhale, shift your weight forwards, coming into a plank pose. We'll stay here for the exhale, firming it all up, drawing the belly in, pressing back through your heels, pressing down through your palms. Taking an inhale here. As you exhale, roll your heels to the right, reach your left hand up, coming into a side plank. You can always drop a knee here, coming into supported variation. You can stagger your feet, or you can stack them up. Bump your hips up towards the ceiling. Take one more big inhale to reach higher. As you exhale, roll back into your regular plank pose. Take the inhale here to lengthen through the body, and exhale, roll right to the other side. Drop your heels to the left, reach the right arm up. Again, drop a knee or stagger your feet for a little bit more support. Bump your left hip up into your right, reach to the sky, and exhale, sweep that right hand back down, coming into your plank. Once again, we'll stay for that inhale, lengthening out. As you exhale, tap your knees to the mat. Inhale and send your chest forwards, drawing the belly in. Exhale, bend your elbows straight back behind you, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, press into your fingertips, and inhale, lift your chest, pull your elbows back behind you. Exhale to lower down. Again, inhale, shoulders down the back as you lift the heart. Exhale to lower. One more time, inhale, really press the pubic bone down as you lift the chest, and exhale to lower it back down. Pressing into your hands, we'll tuck the toes, shift through your tabletop, and back to down dog. Grounding well through both palms. Let's inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend the knee, open the hip. Think about tapping your right toe to your left shoulder. Like that's just where you're going with that. Take about one more inhale. As you exhale, pull your right knee over to your left elbow, tapping it if you can. Inhale, send that leg back up and over. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. One more time. Inhale, send it up and over. Exhale, pull the knee over to the left elbow and then extend the leg through. We're going to reach the left hand high as the left heel drops to the mat and bump your hips up towards the sky, lifting out of that right shoulder. Reaching. Take another inhale. Exhale, gently land the left palm down and step the right foot next to the left, coming back to your dog. You can shake it out. Let's take that on the other side. Inhale the left leg high and bend the knee, open up the hip. Again, think toe reaching for your right shoulder here. With an exhale, pull that left knee over to the right elbow. Inhale, send it back up and open it big. Exhale, left knee crosses the body. One more time. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, cross it, kick the leg through, and reach the right arm up, dropping the right heel down. Again, hips are bumping. We're pressing into the left fingertips, lifting the hips higher. Take another inhale. Exhale to down dog. Plant the palm and step the feet together. Shake it out. From here, let's walk the feet forwards, coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat. You can let everything hang heavy. If you want to grab for your opposite elbows, go ahead. Shake it out a little bit. Loosen the jaw. Start to bring some attention into your feet. Think about spreading the toes, grounding through all four corners of your feet. We'll exhale to release the hands if you had a grip there. Bending in the knees, let the head stay heavy and push your feet down, rolling yourself up. Feel your tailbone drop down behind you as your spine stacks. We'll take a nice roll of the shoulders, let them slide down the back. and landing in your Tadasana. Take a moment here, again, feeling the weight even in your feet, the shoulders down the back, rooting down and lifting tall at the same time. With an inhale, sweep your hands high to the sky. And exhale to fold all the way down over your legs. Inhale, finding a halfway lift, lengthen your spine forwards. Exhaling, plant your hands and step your 2 feet back, coming into a plank pose. From here, we're going to shift the weight forwards, and you can lower either all the way or halfway for chaturanga. Untucking the toes, lift your chest for up dog or baby cobra, and exhale, pulling the belly back, downward facing dog. Again, grounding well through your hands. Inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, think toe to shoulder. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back up and over. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time, send it up and over. Exhale, knee comes to elbow. Send the leg through. From here, we're going to tap the right knee to the middle of the mat. Slide your left knee behind the right knee. Let your heels open up as wide as they can behind you. And then send your butt right down to your mat. See if your fingertips can stay stretching forwards. Now, if this is a little too much, slide a pillow or some kind of prop underneath your seat. Loosen up in the jaw, soften the shoulders. Take another full breath here. And walk your hands back, coming into a seated position. Sitting up tall, you're just going to need a little bit of momentum to rock your weight onto your palms. We'll step the left toes back, send the right leg straight back behind you, three-legged dog. With an exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Plant your feet well, and grounding down, rise up, coming into your high lunge. Take a moment here to squaring the hips. We'll pull the right hip back, draw the belly in. Feel that nice stretch in the front of the left hip flexor as you drop the tailbone, but send the left heel back. Take about one more breath in here. As you exhale, prayer in front of your heart, turn to your right, hooking the left elbow outside the right knee. You can always drop the back knee down here if you want. Wherever you are, I want you to lift through the crown of the head, lengthening the spine, pressing your palms together to twist. Try to unclench your toes, ground into that right foot. Breathe. Take about one more breath. If your back knee is down, go ahead and lift it back up. We're going to inhale and reach back up, nice and steady, back to center. And then exhale, make it a warrior two, dropping the back heel and open the arms wide. Take a moment to settle in. You might adjust your feet a little bit so they're on one line. Let your right knee point straight over your right toes. Seal the back foot down into the mat. With your inhale, press into your feet. Reach your arms up over your head, straightening that right leg. We'll turn the right toes to the left. Pull your heels in, pointing your toes out, and interlace your hands behind your low back. Press the heels of the palms to touch as you drop the knuckles heavy and lift through the chest. Breathing in. With an exhale, bend your knees, point them over your toes, and then sweep your right arm underneath your left, finding an eagle wrap here. Think about letting the weight lean into the pinky toe edges of your feet. You can take a little movement in the hips here, side to side if you like. Full breath in. Full breath out. Once again, we're going to press into the feet, rise up into your star shape, taking up some space. As you exhale, pivot your toes towards the back of the mat. Warrior one, you might wiggle your left foot a little bit further to the left, bending the left knee slightly. Really seal that back heel down so your feet are on train track lines here. Should feel a nice stretch in that right calf as you pull the right hip forwards but press the heel down. Grounding into both of your feet, reaching up out of your waistline. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold over your left leg and let your left leg start to straighten. You might grab blocks here if you've got them. You can always adjust your feet if you need a shorter stance or a wider stance. I want you to think about sending the left hip back in space. Again, loosening up in the jaw and the shoulders. Keep that back foot sealed down. Send that left hip just a little further back. Take one more breath. And exhale, bending the left knee. Find a low lunge. Step your right toes back. Plant your palms and kick your left leg high behind you. Three-legged dog. We're going to exhale and cross the left ankle behind your right ankle. You might wiggle your feet a little bit over to center. And then soften your knees and walk your hands towards your feet, coming into a crisscrossed fold. Let the head hang heavy here. You can take a little bit of movement side to side. Loosen up that jaw. Tenting onto your fingertips, I want you to lift your heels and spin on the balls of your feet. Walk your hands to the left, all the way around until you're facing forwards. Inhale, finding a half lift. Exhale, you can jump into your bent elbows or step back to plank, and we'll take our flow. Again, that's whatever variation here that you want to take, meeting in down dog. We'll take that on the other side. Ground well through your hands. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, think toe to shoulder. Pull that left knee over to the right elbow. Big exhale. Inhale, send it up and open it. Exhale, cross it over. One more time. Open it up. Cross it over and extend the leg underneath you. Dropping the left knee down to the mat. Tuck the right knee behind the left knee. Send your heels out as wide as you can. And then sit your butt down. Fingertips can stay stretching out in front of you for a nice stretch in the back of the body. Try to drop both sit bones to the mat if you can. And breathe. Full breath in, full breath out. Walk your fingertips towards your legs, coming up into a seated position. Once again, you'll need just a little bit of a rock forwards here to plant your hands. We'll step the right toes back, send the left leg up high, three-legged dog. With an exhale, step that left foot in between your palms, finding a low lunge, and then pressing down, rising up high, coming into your high lunge. Again, take a moment. You might even give yourself a little self-adjust here. We'll pull the left hip a little back, send the right hip a little forwards, and also draw the belly in, dropping the tail. That might mean you need to bend your back knee just a little bit. Finding that opposition as the right hip bone moves forwards and the right heel reaches back. Nice stretch in the front of your right hip. Grounding well through both of your feet. Take one more inhale, reaching for your fingertips. Exhale, palms press in front of your chest, and we turn to the left, hooking your right elbow onto your thigh. Again, you can drop the back knee down. Take that inhale to lengthen through the spine. Shoulders are down the back as your heart reaches towards your thumbs into a twist. If your back leg is up, make sure it's strong. Press back through that heel. Grounding well into your left foot. Lift the back knee if it was down, and we're going to inhale. Rise it all the way up. High lunge. Nice. Exhale, back heel comes down. Warrior two. You might wiggle your left foot a little to the right. Coming onto your one line, sitting deep into your hips. Dropping that tailbone. Let your left knee lean a little to the left. Let your right foot seal down to the mat. Breathe here. Energize through your fingertips. Arms are active. One more breath. With an inhale, star pose. Open up towards the side. The left toes turn. Pull your heels in, your toes pointing out. Find the opposite interlacing of your hands behind you. Drop your knuckles as you lift your chest, opening up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, sit down, bending both of your knees. We'll swing the left arm underneath the right this time, finding your eagle wrap. Again, you can take a little bit of movement. Sitting low, leaning a little bit back. Pressing into the feet, reach all the way back up into your star. And exhale, pivot on your heels, coming into a warrior one to the back of the mat. Again, you might want to step your feet a little bit wide. Bending the right knee. Left toes are pointing towards the new top of your mat. Same thing as our high lunge. Think about squaring the hips, drawing the low belly in a little bit. Really press down into that back heel. Get a nice stretch. Take one more inhale. With your exhale, fold over your right leg. And as your fingertips tap the mat or your blocks, you can straighten out that right leg coming into a pyramid. Again, adjusting your feet as you need to. We'll send the right hip back, the left hip forwards, the chest forwards, and breathe. Loosen up the jaw. Take one more breath. With an inhale, start to bend your right leg, step your left toes back, coming into your lunge. We'll plant the hands, kick your right leg straight up and back behind you, and then cross that ankle behind your left ankle, maybe wiggling your feet a little to the right for center. Bend the knees, walk the hands towards the feet, coming into your fold. Take a moment or two here, just hang it heavy, maybe shake it out a little bit. Think about reaching the edges of your feet into the mat, even if they don't fully touch. Coming onto your fingertips, start to lift your heels, walk your hands to the right, spinning around on the balls of your feet until you're facing forwards. Using your inhale to lengthen the spine. Again, we'll exhale. You can step, or jump back, taking your version of a flow. And let's meet up in our down dog. Shake it out a little bit here. From here, I want you to step or hop into a yogi squat. We'll bring the feet outside the hands and then sit your butt down, maybe coming onto a prop here if you want. Hands in front of your chest, shoulders down the back. Let your elbows press your knees just a little bit further open and maybe close your eyes. Once again, think about leaning the weight into the pinky toe edges of your feet. Leaning into the back of your skull. Opening across the collarbones. Take another breath. From here, we're going to fall right into a boat pose. So when you're ready, tap your sit bones down, kick your heels up, and reach your fingertips right out in front of you. Think about lifting in the chest, flattening the back, still opening wide across the collarbones here. We'll take just a little bit more core work as we come down to the mat, taking an inhale, taking an exhale. Next time you inhale, I want you to lengthen it out, and exhale, knees to chest. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, come back. Inhaling. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Last time we'll inhale and hold, and exhale and drop. Let it go onto the mat. From here, slide your heels all the way up towards your sit bones. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind your back and press into your feet, lifting your hips. Option to interlace your hands underneath your body, tucking your shoulders in deeper, lifting your hips up higher. Think about squeezing an imaginary block between your thighs, lifting the tailbone straight up into the hips, opening up the whole front of the body. Take another full breath in, using your exhale to gently roll yourself down, upper back, lower back, and sacrum. From here, you might take a little rock of the knees, side to side. And then let's let the knees fall all the way over to the left, shimmying the hips a little to the right. You can either stack your knees or you can wrap your right leg up and around the left, coming into a little bit of a deeper stretch there. You might let your right arm fall open to the side, looking to the right. Finding that nice full breath here again. Take another full breath in and let it out. Take your time, moving slowly. We'll roll it back up to center, step the feet flat to the mat, finding neutral for a moment, and then moving the hips a little to the left. Let's drop knees over to the right. Again, you can stack the knees or you can wrap that top leg up and over. You can also slide a block or a blanket underneath or in between your knees if you feel like you want a little support there. Make this comfortable, make it restful so you can just kind of drape down. Maybe the gaze turns a little to the left. Breathe. Notice anything that's still clenching up in the body. Try to let it go. One more full breath. Gently roll yourself back up to center, step the feet flat, come to neutral. And we'll pull the knees into the chest. From here, you can grab the outsides of your feet or your ankles, finding your happy baby. Take a little rock side to side. Maybe you want to kick one leg out straight, and then the other. And then let's slide the soles of the feet together to touch, coming into a butterfly shape, landing your legs on the mat with your knees falling open. Let your shoulders tuck down the back. If they crept up into the ears, take a moment to slide them down. Hands might land on your belly or over your head or out by your sides. Close the eyes. Unclench your inner thighs. Taking a full breath in and a slow exhale out. You can stay here for Shavasana if you like. Otherwise, we'll reach fingertips to thighs. Use your hands to press your knees together. Pull your knees back into your chest for one more good squeeze. And then exhale to release yourself out nice and big into your Shavasana. Letting your limbs fall out to the sides. Eyes slipping shut again. Low jaw relaxing away from the upper jaw. Easy breath, not controlling it, not efforting. Feel your weight sinking down into the ground. Feel yourself being held and supported here. You might imagine all the different systems in your body working to keep you well. Giving them this moment to regenerate, to do their thing. You can start to slowly deepen your breath, finding some movements as you wake yourself up, wiggling the toes, the fingers, rocking the head. Eventually stepping your feet to the mat, rolling over to either side, coming into a fetal position. And let the eyes stay closed as you press yourself up into a seat. Take a moment to find that nice tall spine, relaxing your shoulders down, heavying your sit bones down. And checking back in with yourself here, noticing how you feel, noticing your breath, coming back to your intention. Let's bring hands together in front of the heart, bowing the chin just slightly down, sending yourself thanks for taking this time. We'll take a big breath in, big breath out. And I thank you guys so much for choosing to practice with me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.